A suspected robber tried to take off with merchandise from a local tool store, but the owner and his son had other things in mind, and it was all caught on surveillance video. This happened Wednesday at Hemet Valley Tool in the 300th block of Esplanade in San Jacinto. Eyewitness News Inland Empire reporter Leticia Juarez is there live now with that video. Leticia.
Well, 4 years ago, the shop says that they installed some surveillance cameras to stop some overnight burglaries that were happening. But on Wednesday, that surveillance captured an alleged robber as he tried to not only rob the place in broad daylight, but in plain sight of the owner. As that suspect would learn, this is one family business you really don't want to mess with. At Hemet Valley Tool, owner Tom Palmieri has had to deal with a few shoplifters in his 28 years of business, but nothing like the one he encountered on Wednesday after the man in this surveillance video allegedly tried to take off with a $300 drill kit.
I told him he's not leaving without paying for the tool, and he pulled a knife.
Palmieri says he then tried to stab him. Surveillance video shows Palmieri jumping to the side as the knife comes out. His son Mike was right behind his dad, but realized they were no match against the knife-wielding man.
I ran as fast as I could back to the shop and grabbed a crowbar and then went back out there and pretty much, tried to be the aggressor.
With a crowbar in hand, Mike was soon joined by his brother-in-law, Mark Anderson, who heard the commotion and armed himself with a sledgehammer.
He was kind of waving the knife around and wasn't going to put it down. We just kept telling him to sit down and drop the knife and wait for the cops to come if they're on their way.
But the suspect would not comply. So with their adrenaline pumping, Anderson says he used the sledgehammer to sweep the suspect's legs out from under him. Mike then used his crowbar to get the knife away.
I cocked back with the crowbar and swung for the fences on his arm. I just wanted to hit his arm because I knew he would drop the knife.
They, along with help from others, were able to hold down the suspect until police arrived. The suspect, identified as 35-year-old Nicholas Tupa, was arrested on suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon and robbery.
Mark's new name is Sledge. We haven't figured one for Mike yet, but it's coming.
They're able to joke about the situation now, but they know it could have ended much differently.
Could have gone a million other ways against us. We could have got stabbed, so I just thank God that it turned out the way it did.
As for Tuba, well, he was taken to the hospital, treated for some minor injuries. He's now being held on $30,000 bail. Reporting in San Jacinto, Leticia Juarez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Leticia, thank you. The mastermind behind a